welcome the beautiful Patty Lee.
And the handsome Andrew Chow. So, Andrew,
Yes.
are you ready to be well today?
I am so ready.
Alrighty.
Okay, let's see what we got today.
Hi,
Miss
everyone.
W!
Hello.
Congratulations! Is it yours? No.
Oh, it's actually from
Lucas Ekstrom.
Thank you.
Look at that. Oh, congratulations.
Famous person.
Yes, more famous than us.
Yes, okay, so obviously our topic for today,
YouTubers.
Taiwan highly regards freedom of speech and is rapidly moving towards greater democratization. It is leading the way in terms of information technologies and has an ever-expanding and efficient internet network. YouTube has been one of the most popular social networks and content creation platforms for quite a while now. As of today, there are over 30,000 professional YouTubers in Taiwan, and the number is only getting higher. Music, food, lifestyle, humor, arts, vlogging, tourism, politics, and even the category of foreigners in Taiwan. Many of them went from obscurity to fame in just one video. And they bring their own perspective on life and culture of Taiwan, offering a fresh look at a society that has long remained within its own borders. Let's meet some of the most successful of them, discover their stories behind the scenes and secrets to fame.
Wow.
wow, to all of you.
I'm impressed and kind of embarrassed.
Yeah, because they have maybe like 10 times more followers
Than we do.
Yes. Yes, we need to learn from them.
Yeah.
So today is about knowing how they start filming, what they film about, how they do
process.
it. Because, you know, being a YouTuber is not easy.
Yeah, it's a
They
full-time
have to
job.
think about the topic and the content every
Producer,
day.
writer, director, actor sometimes too.
Yeah.
Who works by themselves? Just one person in their team.
One,
One, two, three.
4. Oh, Fatty's
One
got
and
a
a
crew.
Betty has a crew.
With so many other people.
Okay.
So, Betty, you are from?
Oh, I'm from Gambia, and I go by the name Haini on YouTube. And then I work with the company called Taishun. And most of our videos are actually about educational videos and also humor, and then try to introduce African culture to Taiwanese people. Wow. And then we also try different Taiwanese things.
I think most Taiwanese know very little about Gambia, about Africa.
Very limited
it's
exposure.
like
Yes.
Gambia is actually a very tiny country, like less than 2 million people. So Taipei has more people than Gambia.
Hey, but I'm curious, what brought you to Taiwan?
What brought me to Taiwan?
Yeah.
So I initially came here to study. That was like almost 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking if I finished studying, I was gonna leave, but I'm still here.
Oh, good choice there.
Yeah.
And we have a
Way home.
beautiful boy with a
Oh, thank you.
Mandarin name.
My name is Wei Hong. Yeah, and my French name is Nathan. And my family is French-Israeli, so yeah, I haven't been in Taiwan for that long. I think it's just been like 6 months this time.
Oh.
And I'm only 23, so I guess I'm the youngest today.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, go ahead and flex a
You
little
talk
bit.
still a baby.
I came before, so it's not the first time I ever came. Yeah.
But I think it's not about how long you stay, it's about I'm only 23. What kind of topics are you into?
I love to do everything that, like the things that work for every kind of foreigners coming to Taiwan, obviously.
Yeah.
But obviously, like, it's always better to, especially when I got into the market, I feel like it was already more saturated than probably 5 or 6 years ago.
Yes.
Which is why I love when I get to have the opportunity to do things that people haven't done before.
Such as?
Such as playing the guzheng next to the Eiffel Tower, for example.
Oh.
And I did a vlog in Israel, in Jerusalem, in Mandarin, and I guess that was the first time Taiwanese people was seeing that. I guess that was the first time in history.
Wow, you're really creative.
I think sometimes I have to be because, yeah, I think it's what makes people want to see like different things from
Yes.
what have been on the market for so long. Even though it still works so much, but
Right.
like I feel like I need to do it
Okay. So
Yeah.
this is a way to thrive in the industry.
a little
Yes.
bit, just to feel a little bit
It's
different.
pretty competitive, I can tell.
It
Huh?
does,
Yeah, it
yeah,
is.
seems like it.
It
Yes.
became competitive, I would say so.
Okay.
Being in Taiwan, I think you need to learn a bit of Taiwanese.
Yes.
台语。
哇，有讲台语。
台语。哇，真係啊，講台語啊！
這是哪一個嚟嘅？
也有唱
Taiwanese,
台
only
語。
sing Taiwanese.
Saying Taiwanese.
Taiwanese songs are the best.
Which one's your favorite?
Oh,
Jezu
my favorite
Dan ba?
artist
茄子蛋，茄子蛋。
喜欢吃子弹。
is Huang Yiling. Oh, I love Huang Yiling. Yeah, I love her song.
Okay, so Tristan, your channel is mainly singing Taiwanese songs and
I think I'm most well known for singing Taiwanese covers and singing in Taiwanese in general. But because that takes a lot of work to prepare and learn all the lyrics and make sure I understand what I'm singing, I also do like lifestyle videos as well. So that includes vlogs or challenges, sleeping in abandoned kindergartens, anything.
everywhere.
Casually slip that in.
So I can feel special as well. Yeah. Otherwise, it does feel like everybody's done something before. So.
I think you're the only person that's done sleeping in abandoned kindergartens. But I've just got an idea for my next video.
Right. Oh man. Hey, maybe there's a collaboration going on right now.
It's much safer to sleep in an abandoned kindergarten than to sleep in a populated one. That's a whole other type of video.
Like, what even give you that idea?
It was like a mattress sponsor.
Oh.
And they're like, can you
Okay.
just
Oh, I had
open
this
the
plan
box? And I
once.
said, nah. I was like, what I think would be a real compliment to your mattress is if I could sleep the whole night in an abandoned, possibly haunted kindergarten.
So clever.
It's very
It's
smart.
fun.
I thought you were bored of your house.
I can't pay the rent anymore, so I just move in.
In order to gain viewers, they need to think outside the box.
They
You need to,
really
you need to.
do. That is so creative.
Outside of that Emma mattress box, which comes very convenient. And they come with a 100-day free trial.
There you go, there you go.
Coming in 5, 4.
Ellen, how do you think outside the box of like picking your new topics and content for the video?
Oh my goodness, that's one of the biggest struggles we have as YouTubers is coming up with not only good, interesting content, but like Wei Hong said, is fresh and new. So I will take inspiration
Yeah.
from other YouTubers.
Okay.
So inspiration such as sleeping in abandoned buildings.
Look forward to that
That was a
video.
good one.
And you kind of just, you have to test the market. So you see what works.
Right.
So if I do a video about the top 5 guabao in Taichung,
Yeah.
then maybe my next video might be top 5 guabao in Kaohsiung.
Okay.
So yeah, that's one of the biggest challenges we have, but we all do a pretty good job of it so far.
Yeah. There must be successful ones and failure ones.
Right.
The successful ones is my grandma in England drinking gaoliang.
That's a form of success.
That's the key to success, is giving family members like strange Taiwanese foods and drinks. And yeah, my grandmother, she thought I was trying to kill her when I gave her the gaoliang.
What is it?
Gaoliang.
Oh, it's fish. Nearly sent me off.
Mate, by the time this video comes out, my mum might be here. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
You only need half a glass and you'll be piddled. Put some soda in it and like, oh, yeah.
Jesus.
I do love the little glass.
Welcome, Tony. Jumps down it.
What about the failure ones?
They hurt.
Where we start? Where do we start?
You don't
I
have
can say
failures.
one thing, that sometimes sponsors insist that we
Oh yeah.
Say something.
say something about their product, which can be a very interesting video if they give us the freedom to do it. But they have their key points, their marketing people have had an influence, their
So true.
CEO has an influence. So it destroys the story of the video sometimes.
Right.
So you're suddenly in the moment experiencing this event or this process or whatever you're going through, and then you have to cut out and take people out of the moment of the
Okay.
experience.
Right.
So you can see that in the views, and the views will sometimes not reflect that.
If you put it somewhere in the middle of the video and then you try to make it a little interesting, but your video is like talking about something more interesting, not just Yepe the whole time.
Right.
The fans sometimes still find it very interesting.
They find it
Like,
more
we-
interesting.
Yeah, we made videos that are like about completely different topics,
Yeah.
and then we put Yepe in the middle, like something funny, and the fans were like, I actually spend more time watching the Yepe.
Yeah.
They said that, yeah.
It's so true.
But if the whole video is just about advertisement,
Right.
No, it
you
doesn't
will
work
hardly
out.
have 100,000 views.
So you have to find a way to creatively maneuver
Maneuver
the
it
theme
somewhere,
and
yeah.
the sponsorship.
And where you put it, because if you put it too in the front, people
Right.
would quit the video.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so complicated. Exactly. The expert. Look at the setup.
Look at your gear.
Incredible.
It's just for show. No,
I mean, earn that plaque.
Yeah.
I'll put it here. It does not come cheap, guys.
So tell us about what you film with.
Yeah, I should just say, like, you obviously do not need all of this to become a YouTuber. It's just like I have like the same equivalent in my studio at home as well, where I try to record all my videos because I'm lazy to drag all this around.
Yeah.
But for me, it's just to keep my own motivation up.
Yep.
And that's also like why I want my videos to succeed, so I will get like more revenue, more sponsors to buy more equipment to make better videos.
So it's an invest.
Oh, for sure. Actually, like my first 3 years doing YouTube videos, I invested everything back into this that you see right here. So the first 3 years, I did like zero profit, and it all went back into gear.
Wow.
But again, it's not necessary. This is like my hobby and my passion. But I personally think that my videos, the video quality, are quite good. And some other YouTubers are also known for hiring me to record their YouTube videos.
It's the easiest way. Diversifying the portfolio.
That's actually smart.
Yeah.
I mean, in case anyone needs my service.
I'll DM you on Instagram. You're probably cheaper than him as well with that thing. His price went too high. I had to get another camera.
For beer.
Just get in touch with me.
But all joking aside, Lucas's video quality is probably one of the best in, maybe not just in Taiwan, in all of YouTube. You're not going to get much better quality than the gear that he uses. Yeah.
But I also started off on an iPhone, and then I ended up investing in myself, reinvesting in the channel, and I upgraded to this, which is really underwhelming compared to what he has. But it's like a lot of months worth of rent. So
Is that a wide angle lens?
yes, it's actually 14 millimeters. So if I hold it like this, I can get a lot in the frame.
Wow.
But sometimes I'm holding it like this for like an hour.
You have
Trying to go to the gym.
That's what you're gonna try and find.
Just for reference, like this is how it started.
GoPro.
It's a tiny GoPro. But then we're talking about like the first thing that I would notice is that this doesn't even have a screen.
Right.
So then you would spend your whole day outside recording yourself, just like Tristan showed.
Blind filming.
Blind filming, and then when you come home and it'll be like, you're not in focus.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then, like, you don't
so
know if
true.
the audio was any good.
It's a gamble.
So I would say like 50% of all the investments I've done is just to make my job easier as well.
With all this high-tech technology and state-of-the-art equipment, what do you normally film? Like, are you filming race cars or nature? Like, what is your main topic?
Alan, he films Alan.
Alan, yeah. Alan in 4K, you don't want to see that twice.
Not a hangover. A hangover in 4K. I have to downgrade it to 720p.
So what's your main...
forte.
So this is the thing, because my channel, I've been doing it for 4 years now, and my channel has switched like topics quite a lot. So I started off with my own personal name, like Lucas Engström, but now I switched to Taiwan, which is like foreigners introducing Taiwan.
Yes.
Because my most successful videos is when I interview other people, and other people get to be on my channel. So I don't know if it's an insult to me because people just don't want to see me talking, but I'm happy with that because I just want to make videos. So I would say that what I'm doing mostly now is interviews with foreigners in Taiwan to hear about how their life and also their view of Taiwan is.
The head of the European Trade and Economic Office is Mr. Filip Jigosevsky. In addition to being the most handsome representative I've ever interviewed here on the channel, who is Filip?
I'm not the boss. I might call myself the boss at this office only, but there are 16 member states. Each of them have an office here, taking care of the citizens of their countries here in Taiwan.
So this is like some samples of your footage.
Yes, so this is Philip. He's actually the head of the European Union office here in Taiwan.
Oh, wow.
So I got to have an interview with him and hear about his story as well.
Okay.
And I mean, comparing interviewing the head of the European office to Alan.
Why am I getting it? Why am I getting it in the neck?
Liverpool needs love too, you know?
Do a lot of food stuff, but you have to choose your guests. Because, for example, my mother and my father are very good to describe. And when you have a friend that comes once on your channel and you find out that he cannot describe food, then he won't come again. You just have to be smart and choose the right one.
That's my whole family.
And physics are important as well. They would look how good you look. Taiwanese people, like, yeah.
It matters.
And I mean, comparing interviewing the head of the European office to Alan.
Why am I getting it? Why am I getting it in the neck?
Liverpool needs love too, you know?
It's just a lot of contrast, and I love it. I love it.
There's one point that I've learned in recent years that our audiences, no matter if they're watching TV or watching YouTube, anything online, they like content. They like to learn things. They want new information. So I think that's why it works out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And for me personally as well, like a lot of people are doing like lifestyle and like food, which is like Taiwanese audience just love watching food.
Right.
But for me personally, that's something I cannot do. Because I'm terrible at commenting on food, and I don't really like know the difference between hard-boiled egg and soft-boiled egg.
Oh
That's
my
like
God.
that's it.
Oh, you poor thing.
So for me, it's also like
Because you're from Sweden.
it could be. Yeah, I can hear that you have some experience. Yes.
We have eggs in Sweden.
But we have them in like
you do a lot of
tubes.
food
We put it on
stuff?
I
sandwiches.
do.
Simple
Sometimes
stuff.
I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I do a lot of food stuff, but you have to choose your guests. Because, for example, my mother and my father are very good to describe. And when you have a friend that comes once on your channel and you find out that he cannot describe food, then he won't come again. You just have to be smart
my whole
and choose the
family
right
right
one.
there.
Yeah.
That's my whole family. Yeah.
And physics are important as well. They would look how good you look. Taiwanese people, like, yeah.
It matters.
Yeah, of course,
Your appearance.
it matters.
Yeah,
So you have to pick the right ones.
How many years have you been filming, like making YouTube
So
videos?
it's been just 1 year, actually.
Really?
One
Just
year?
Yes.
Okay.
A little bit more than 1 year.
Okay.
Do you remember your first video?
I remember my first video, and I have to thank Anna for that. Anna from France, because we met at the WTO show, and I never thought that I would do YouTube before. This kind of ideas that would come to my mind, but I don't have the guts to do it, so it never happens.
Yeah.
And I was about to leave Taiwan. They wanted me to do this channel, and I was too shy to do it. I'm not shy, but like filming yourself and being in front of the camera is
It's
another
awkward.
thing,
It's
right?
awkward, yeah.
It's completely different. And then she invited me on her channel, and I checked hers, and I saw that she made a surprise to her parents. She went back to France without telling them, and their reaction was crazy. And Taiwanese people apparently love surprise.
Okay.
So I made this surprise as well, because I know that the views would be good. I went back, I did a surprise. My mom was getting so mad at me, because like I was pretending that I'm never coming back to France, and I'm not going back to study, because I had to go back to study. And she went so mad. They were so mad at me. My father,
That's even a prank.
yeah, that was a
It's a
real
prank.
prank.
It's a
Like,
prank.
we can see my father like yelling at me on the phone, so that's why people liked it. And then I came back to France, and my mom like gave me this very like Jewish mother-like reaction with a lot of hugs and kisses. And
They missed you.
They had missed me a lot. It had been 9 months, and that's how it works. And I'm very happy that I got to have like 20K followers from the first video.
From one video. Wow.
I think it's about like 50.
That's a lot.
That's a good
amazing.
year for me.
Tu ne demandes pas si ça nous fait plaisir ou pas de rentrer. Tu grattes, tu grattes, tu grattes. Un peu casse-pied, hein, t'es insupportable. Nathan, tu rentres s'il te plaît parce que je vais vraiment péter un câble. Vraiment, tu commences à me gonfler.
因为我不想跟爸妈吵架，所以我跟他们说好，我会月底回家。但是我知道他们不太相信，所以我把回家的日子提前了1天。
Je suis en train de lui parler. Non, 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 mon amour. Ah non.
Je me fous de ta gueule.
C'est quand je t'ai fouillé à l'aéroport, mon amour. Tu savais?
Non, non.
Fatty, how about you? How did your life change in Taiwan after you started making videos?
Actually, how I started with one of a friend, Hailong. He was actually making the videos before. So it's like sometimes when he needs to like make certain types of videos, he will invite me and another friend called Jamming to like kind of join him on stage, and then we will do certain things together. And then I realized with time, like when I'm going out or I'm in the street or something like that, people will recognize me.
Yeah.
Or it's like, oh, when I'm in the university, people will stop me and then start talking to me. I'm like, okay, this is a little. But I feel like the craziest one was one time I was in Hsinchu. I actually went for a conference, not in that. And then I was checking in the hotel, and then I just got my key, and then I was about to go in, and then the one at the counter was like, "Kai gani hotel ma?" I'm like, okay.
Ask for a photo.
At least I'm here for a conference and I'm by myself. I'm not here for anything else.
Because you're an engineer, right?
Yeah.
So now you're a public figure.
Now you're a YouTuber engineer.
I was not expecting that. Like a lot of things can be like, a lot of things change.
Any kind of like Tristan, how do you feel about it?
Ooh, I
Do
feel.
people stop you in the streets?
Do people want to sing with you? Like, Ago Ama.
Yes, actually. But my first year in Taiwan, I lived in Ilan. And actually, hadn't started doing YouTube yet. And people would still stop me and ask to take pictures with me just because I look different. So it's kind of always been a thing. And sometimes if somebody stops me, I kind of wonder, like, do they want to pick on
YouTube?
Yeah,
Or am I just that good looking?
Yeah.
Taiwanese hospitality, they might treat you something good.
I think like 99.999% of people are so nice and would never do anything, but it takes that one person to just like ruin everything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It feels different when they follow you home.
If I take my camera to a restaurant,
Yeah.
very likely that I'm not going to pay for that food. I get so much free food. Sometimes they recognize me and they've seen my channel. They're so happy that I'm there. Other times they just see that I'm a foreigner. Maybe they think I'm a tourist or something, and they want to be hospitable.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, and I've got videos showing this, and if I put that in the title, Taiwanese generosity blows my mind.
Right.
That video is going to do better than it is if I just title it after the food. And that's something I really appreciate. And I think, like the little mom and pop shops selling noodles, they don't have to treat you or anything, but they
do.
They do.
Right.
The key point is bring a camera.
Yeah.
Me too.
But I have a similar experience though, like where I usually get lunch. It's like the guy always watches our videos.
Yeah.
And then whenever I go there, it's like he's always giving me so much meat, like chicken and beef. It's
Extra
like,
portions.
Hey, I want chicken, and he's like, okay, chicken, beef, whatever. It's like every time I go there, I'm like, I kind of feel bad, but then at the same time, I'm like, well, I mean,
They want you to say good things about them.
it's like amazing. It's like, people really treat you good.
I had something very, very creepy that happened once.
Really?
Very creepy. I was followed by a guy for like 15 minutes in Ximending.
Oh! Sorry about that. I was just starstruck. I've been a subscriber for.
It was your eyes. Yeah.
He was a little bit younger than you.
Okay, settle down.
So Ximending.
But that's creepy, right?
Yeah,
Because I was getting like in some shops, so like I hope like he would stop. And he did not. I'm like, I'm going back home now. It's the moment you stop, okay? And then he stopped.
Another thing is also like, because I mean, we do share like some parts of our private lives, but I don't think we really think it through properly sometimes, because sometimes you meet people on the street that is completely strangers for you, but they know everything about you. And then you come into these situations where it's like, he knows how your apartment looks like. And he also like, he doesn't mean anything like inappropriate, I believe, but just having like your stranger postman knowing your entire apartment layout.
This happened to me
and
as
it's like,
well.
Similar thing.
oh, by the way, I love your new couch. Like it really matches your TV, and the bed looks amazing.
Oh my God. Do you want to lay on
my
it?
meal and like close the door and go, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe it's a good thing that you have that many followers to be that famous. But Tristan, how do you manage your privacy?
Yeah, actually, hearing that story made me recall something. I've been followed into the bathroom twice, and I had to get.
Are you sorry for that, Alan?
I have a line. 23-year-old Frenchman. It's fine. He can handle himself.
So you're saying,
So to speak.
Come on, it's just me.
any point in time, if somebody came up to me and just said, "Hey, are you so and so?" or like, "Can I just like take a picture with you?" I totally welcome it.
Yeah.
I'm super happy to do that. But when they follow silently, it's so creepy.
Yeah. Following is a little bit crossing the line.
Yeah.
Yeah, just say hi. Say hi.
say hi.
We love to talk. Just say
Right?
hi. Just
We
say
love to
hi.
talk.
Like foreigners have like spoken to you or told you what they've learned about Taiwan through you guys?
I think so, of course.
Yeah.
When Westerners watch my channel and they come to Taiwan, they'll
Wow.
message me and say, "Hey, I'm going to be in Taichung. Can we go for a beer?" And I'll check their Instagram and see that they're,
Do you
like,
make new friends too?
Oh,
like, do you
lots.
meet them in person, like
Yeah.
in bars and stuff?
I have the most beautiful story. I'm not sure if I could share it. One of
How
my followers
beautiful.
from Australia came.
Yeah.
I think he's in his 60s, and it was his dream to come to Taiwan and live and travel around here. So he did a Huandao. He rented a car and did a Huandao, and he's sick, and it was one of his last wishes to come to Taiwan and meet me and my other co-worker YouTuber that I work with. And we had a great time. We like took him around, and you could see like he was taking photos for his son, and like it was so touching.
So
and like,
nice.
yeah, and if he's watching, I'm sure he'll know what I'm talking about. But fingers crossed, everything will be fine. But if it's not, then he got his last wish to experience Taiwan.
You got
through
to
my
share that
channel.
moment with him too.
Yeah, it was really, really special. Yeah, and for some reason, he said the driving in Taiwan is the best he's seen in the world.
Really?
That was what blew my mind more than anything.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that though.
New exchange students or people working here who has kind of like, they realized they're gonna go to Taiwan two or three years ago. So then that's when they started watching my videos. And then now they have like followed me. I don't know anything about them, but they have followed me for like 3 years. And then they come here, and then for some reason they're also like scared of reaching out. I watched you like in Canada. I watched you like in Mexico.
About Taiwan through you.
Are you real?
You're
You know?
real.
Like they think we
Like,
just.
you real?
Hi. Photos?
And for some reason, he said the driving in Taiwan is the best he's seen in the world.
Really?
That was what blew my mind more than anything.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that though.
He's being awfully nice.
But I have to say that the majority of our followers, I'm not sure how everyone will agree or disagree, I would say over 80% of my followers are based in Taiwan.
Okay.
And then the other 20% are people with an interest in the country or in Taiwanese culture. Maybe they want to visit or they used to live here before. But yeah, I don't know about the other guys, if your followers are mostly...
Yeah, same. Like, actually, like when I started, so I only did videos in English because I just wanted to promote Taiwan to foreigners and get more foreigners to come here. So I didn't care about like the Taiwanese audience. I didn't care about like Chinese subtitles.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to focus on foreigners. Then later on, when I realized I could actually buy better and bigger cameras, I started to tailor more towards the Taiwanese audience. So I would get a bigger audience, more money, better cameras.
Right.
But with that, because of my channel has grown, same as I think even worse. I think I have like 90% Taiwanese audience.
Really?
But then now I have 10% of 240,000.
It's 24,000.
It's 24,000. It's still more than 100% of 20,000, for example.
Right.
So I still have a bigger portion of foreign viewers now.
Yeah.
And now I've been doing it for like almost 4 years. And now we start to come like the new people, like new exchange students or people working here, who has kind of like, they realized they're gonna go to Taiwan two or 3 years ago. So then that's when they started watching my videos. And then now they have like followed me. I don't know anything about them, but they have followed me for like 3 years. And then they come here, and then for some reason they're also like scared of reaching out. They don't really see us as like people walking on the streets. But 3 times now, only like this year, I have met like people just randomly on the streets who has seen, I watched you like in Canada. I watched you like in Mexico.
About Taiwan through you.
Are you real?
You're
You know?
real.
Like they think we just.
You real?
Hi. Photo?
They think that we just like sit in like a TV studio and they just like disappear afterwards. And then
You're an AI.
now I've also like interviewed them on my channel. So it's like a whole like loop.
So full circle.
Yeah, it's a full
This is how
circle.
Lucas works. He meets someone in the street and he just sees pound signs. He's like, $. He's like,
Pretty much.
what's your story?
Pretty much.
You're pretty enough, you're handsome enough, you're on my channel.
Algorithm.
For real though, that's how you make YouTube videos. And that's like, I make 2 videos by myself every single week. Like everything has to become like a new video and a new topic. And I'm gonna try to say this in a way that does not make any pictures in Alan's head, but just earlier, me and Fatty was in the toilet, and then we saw something. We saw something.
Very innocent.
A new video idea.
That will eventually be a new video idea on my channel.
Is it out yet?
No, we just thought of it today when they're using the bathroom
like 5
here.
minutes before we came here. So like your brain is always on. And like I use my phone as well, like these gentlemen, to record like basically like my research and getting my ideas for like my future videos. But like it's all the time. So I never like talk to anyone without having like a video idea.
You're living and breathing.
Oh yeah, it's like a full
Because after
lifestyle.
all, it's their full-time job.
It is.
Like full 24-hour
24/7, yeah.
What about you, Wei-Hong? Do you have any people talk to you about what they've learned?
Oh, from my videos?
Yeah.
I think I have a more exclusive community. I don't think especially foreigners, I mean, except my families and friends that come on my channel, I don't think there are some videos that I don't even translate to English. I would just put it in Mandarin. And because I do like do things about very traditional Chinese culture and traditional Taiwanese culture, sometimes I would reach more like overseas Chinese or Malaysian, Hong Kongese, or Singapore.
Singaporean, yeah.
But yeah, I think all the people that are abroad, like even in the US, I don't think they are like, I think they are American-born Taiwanese or American-born Chinese that like to watch Mandarin content, I guess. So yeah, I think they know it, but I don't reach that much foreigners the way you do. I don't think so.
One thing that is a little bit of a pity is if you look at some foreign YouTubers in countries like Korea and Japan, they have huge international audiences. And there's a big like Western interest in Korean pop culture and Japanese pop culture. But unfortunately, at the moment, Taiwanese pop culture is not as strong as it could be, let's say, or international.
It's developing.
It's developing, yeah.
It's in the process.
So where you've got like 5, 6, 7 million subscriber YouTubers in Korea and Japan. That's very difficult to get to that size with only with a Taiwanese audience.
That's true.
So that's something we are also trying to promote sometimes. If something comes out, like I guess like Taiwanese music is something that could grow internationally. Like I do love, is it Cheer to Death? Cheer to Death?
Yeah, Cheer to Death.
I don't know the word, don't know the lyrics, but in the KTV, I go for it. And that kind of thing would fly in England. People would love that if we can get it out and share the message. But so at the moment, we're restricted a little bit to just within a Taiwanese or Chinese-speaking audience.
I completely agree, actually. Like in France, you have very popular YouTubers about Japanese culture and Korean culture. I can understand, but of course it drives me crazy that they don't know about our culture that much. So I would love to have like a very French audience that, because I feel like I would have really brought something, but it's not the case today, I have to say.
Well, these things take time.
It takes time and it's very hard.
I think that a lot of people actually learn about Taiwan. For example, like our friends that have never been here, when they see us make videos like about Taiwan, they get to learn some stuff about Taiwan, how our lives are in Taiwan. And they're like, okay, we know you guys are making videos, but we don't think like you are this popular in Taiwan and all that. Yeah.
Do any family and friends from Gambia watch your videos?
They do. Actually, some of the most like viewed videos on our channel are actually videos that were made in the Gambia.
Oh yeah, I've seen those series. Those are really good.
Two of my friends, they went back home. And then whilst they were in the Gambia, they made videos about like life in Gambia and whatever. And I can remember one of the comments, one of the fans was like, at this section, there's a Bentley in the background. He was like, there's a Bentley in the background.
They were surprised that there was a Bentley.
And we didn't even pay attention to that, and then we just scrolled, and then there was a Bentley, and then I was like, maybe he was expecting to see an elephant, not a Bentley.
Well, this is what I was saying earlier. You're really bringing the world to Taiwan with your projects like this.
Exactly.
Because I learned a lot from those series too, because I've had very little understanding. So everything is really interesting.
I think one of the most interesting part, like one thing that touched me a lot is like a Taiwanese lady, and she said she's married to a black guy, and they have a daughter. And then she said like usually she tried to do her hair, but she doesn't have much ideas as what she should do. And then there was this one time, I know a lot of Taiwanese people will ask, why do you have this curly hair? Why is your hair not straight? So usually we do things like that, like we don't really care. Maybe some people may think you are going over the border, is like a little too much. But me and Jamie, we did a video on like how we can straighten our hair and make it straight. And the mom commented down there, she was like, now I have an idea like how to help keep my daughter's hair straight when she wants to keep it straight. I'm like, okay, even if it is like helping one person out, I feel touched. Like, okay, she learned that she can do that for her daughter.
Yeah.
If she wants it, I'm like,
oh,
that's really impressive.
That's really special.
You find the meaningful moments.
Yeah, it's like really meaningful moments. Like, yeah, some things that people probably they want to know, but they can't ask you. Like, they feel a little bit uncomfortable to ask you, or they're like, can your skin get tan?
Really?
We did a video about that too.
You went suntan.
Yeah, we went suntan.
The people like, okay, well, yeah, I guess here's the thing. There's not enough exposure. People don't know enough.
Yeah.
And the good thing is that when we finish making the videos, we'll also seek like the opinion of medical professionals or scientific opinion, and they can better explain.
Right.
So it's
the
like
content,
beyond
the information.
Beyond the differences, we still have the similarities. It's just like you may see 1, 2 differences on the surface, but.
So it's cultural exchange, educational, and that's really important.
And keeping
so
everything pretty positive, right?
Yeah.
You need to.
You have to be positive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to get home from work at the end of a busy day and watch a YouTube video of someone complaining or having a bad experience. I mean, having said that, I do have a couple of videos where I talk about maybe the 5 most difficult things about life in Taiwan as a topic, and then I'll maybe say, you know, the driving or the traffic is nuts, is crazy.
Yep.
And then you maybe will be braced for some negative comments from Taiwanese people.
Yep.
But they love it. They're like, yes, we get it.
Yes.
Welcome
to Taiwan.
Because it's like, we agree that the traffic is terrible and there are like too many accidents and stuff. So
it's hard to be a pedestrian here.
Yeah, it's like it's like an Olympic sport.
Well, that's really cool. Like the critique, you know, it's kind of like how we can do better.
Wow. Can you each name like pull out one point? How to be a good YouTuber. Well, if anyone wants to enter the industry.
Right. They've given a lot, but like if you had to boil down to one that you would personally give.
We don't want to share the keys. This market is very saturated.
Okay.
This is my kingdom. I want to share the key to my kingdom.
We're not sharing the next question.
It's hard to be a pedestrian here.
Yeah, it's like it's like an Olympic sport.
Well, that's really cool. Like the critique, you know, it's kind of like how we can do better, how we can be.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, thank you. Like they will say thank you for highlighting this problem, and hopefully somebody in government will watch this video, or the more people that know about this, then we can solve the problems together. That's. But again, you can't just go out there blindly saying, "Oh my God, this is terrible. This sucks. That's terrible." And
you don't just complain.
You have to make a balanced opinion.
Yes.
Speaking of that, I just made a video like by accident almost. I was just gonna walk out in my new neighborhood. I was walking around in a park. Turned out to be like a mountain, part of like the Taipei Grand Trail. So I got like way over my head. And I just brought my phone because I just came back from Sweden too. And then in Sweden, everything is done like on your phone. We have these like, you know, Apple Pay and like everything can be paid using your phone. So I came there and I was just like, I was not lost geographically, but I was like way over my head and like had to walk like 2 hours back. So I just had my phone and I walked into like an MRT station and tried to buy like a ticket to the MRT or like an Easy card, which you cannot buy using your phone and a digital credit card. And this turned into be this like such a like nightmare because the MRT station.
Oh, you can only use coins, right? Or
you didn't have anything on it.
You cannot buy with a credit card. You need cash.
Okay.
And then I was in the MRT station saying we do not accept digital credit cards, but you can cross the street, go to 7-Eleven, buy an Easy card, which you then can go and write on the top up. And I was like, this is like so stupid. Anyway, I go to like the 7-Eleven across the street, and then I just explain it to her. I speak in Chinese, but she's confused. I'm confused. So then she's like,
sir, this is a 7-Eleven.
She's like, just to understand, did you come here from the MRT station to buy an MRT ticket because the MRT station staff told you to? Yeah. Okay, sure. And then I was like, just to confirm, can I buy an Easy card here using my digital credit card? It's like, of course. Like, what are you talking about? Taipei is supposed to be like, you know, the future, convenient and future city. This is a problem for tourists. And I was like, wow. Thank you. Please subscribe.
That's cool.
Thank you for making this country a better place.
Yeah, fixing our legislation. One video at a time.
One video at a time, one
I think for a
follower
lot
at a
of people,
time.
maybe they think like to get more views or to get Taiwanese audience, they need to like always glorify Taiwan and only say like good and amazing things. I don't really think that's the case. I think sometimes you can be critical, but if you're going to be critical also, there's a way
Right.
To be critical. Constructive criticism. Like even the way you say it. I mean, you can do something wrong, and then I come and talk to you, and then you'll be like mad at me. But someone can come to you and say it to you in a nice way or in a different way, and then you accept it.
Yes.
So it's like the way you communicate to people is also very important, especially with their shortcomings. Yeah. So it's like.
In order to be a YouTuber, I think it's a lot of the new generation, the youngsters, kind of dream goal. They want to.
Yeah,
they
it's
want
like
to,
what the number one profession kind of that they write down now. Look, we got a 23-year-old up and coming.
Hey, but even
star.
so, it's difficult thinking like what you're gonna deliver on the next video. So can you each name like pull out one point how to be a good YouTuber? Well, if anyone wants to enter the industry.
Right. They've given a lot, but like if you had to boil down to one that you would
We don't want to share the keys. This market is very saturated.
This is my kingdom. I want to share the key to my kingdom.
We're not sharing the next question.
I would say that if you want to make it long term, then it's better to start off with honesty and be yourself.
Right.
Try not to be too dramatic version of yourself. Or, of course, there's certain ways of doing it, but honesty will make it easier for you in the future because then you don't have to remember who was I 12 months ago. If you're just yourself, you will find an audience.
I would say like what is unique with YouTube, if you were thinking about it as a profession, like your first day making YouTube videos and like 4 years later, it's like you're doing the exact same thing. So like people always say like I would love to have my dream job to become a YouTuber. Like you're a YouTuber on day one.
Yeah.
So you have to make sure that what you are doing is actually what you want to be doing as your full-time job.
Okay.
Because I feel like a lot of people, like when we started, it wasn't really that much of a career. And there was no such thing as like a full-time YouTuber really, like very, very few like celebrities. But we never had the concept of this will be a full-time job one day. We just did it for fun.
Yes.
And I think you need to make sure that you always, no matter what you are recording, yourself, interviews, or like educational content, you have to make sure that you enjoy it because otherwise you will eventually fulfill your dream becoming a full-time YouTuber. But if you hate the process, you're gonna hate the dream too because the process is the dream.
Yeah,
if that makes
point.
sense.
Oh, I like that. I like that. I like that. And I get it. It's kind of mic drop. Fadi?
No, I think you need to be like very passionate about it, as he mentioned. It's like, especially if you are starting on your own, it's like most of the time you don't have anyone to help you. You have to make the videos yourself. You have to edit the videos yourself.
Yeah.
And then probably the first time you put a video there, you probably have only 100 views or 200 views. So if you're not really passionate about it, maybe after 1-2 videos, you will just stop.
Right.
Now that's not the case for me because when I went to the company, they already have like so many subscribers. My friends were there, they have video editors and whatever. But for most people that want to come into the industry, they won't have that opportunity.
Yes.
So you need to be really passionate about it.
Yes.
And then you have to be willing to learn. It's like, don't expect that your first video will be your best video. It's like, okay, I make this video and then I didn't do 1-2 things well enough. The next one you try to be better. Try to be better. Think of the best YouTubers and then maybe you just go back to see like the videos they did initially when they started and you'll be like, okay, not everyone started perfectly. We all started like somewhere like where we are like, we look at ourselves and we're like, damn, I was that bad?
That's because you improved. You went forward.
Yeah, so you have to like keep improving and learning and be passionate about it.
And no keys for you.
No. It's very important to be a hardworking person, I would say, and to accept to grow.
Yes.
Because it's not only because I'm young, but I do feel like
You didn't mention it.
I think it makes people grow. It really makes people grow. Because I would believe that I'm gonna make a YouTube channel to show people who I am. And actually, you happen to learn from yourself from doing the YouTube channel because you grow through that. I've been doing things that I would have never done if it wasn't for YouTube. Like to go and be just in front of the Eiffel Tower and play this instrument. That was super hard to do. That was so humiliating. I play like super bad, but it looks good because I did it a lot of time and it works for the views.
Right.
The sacrifices and the process to become a YouTuber is something that you can feel physically because it's very tiring and it's stressful sometimes.
I think this is really cool because it does sound like you know, you don't really think about it because we just watch it, we consume it, right?
Yeah,
don't
we
really
take
consume
it like it's an everyday thing. It's so easy, but no, there's so much hard work.
But it also reminds me so much of our careers too.
Yes,
you
public
know?
figures.
Yeah, you transition, you have to learn, you have to go through the embarrassing growing phases, you know.
Being followed in the streets.
The big industry, it's saturated, you know, and you have to find a way to stand out.
True.
But the important thing is to be sincere. I think that's what I hear from all of you.
Very important.
And hey, there's a good collaboration going on today.
Yeah, possibility future videos. Call us. We'd love to be on them. You know.
Have you guys never thought about having YouTube channels?
We're not that good.
Oh, come on.
Oh, we need to contact Lucas.
Just sign a check, not the camera.
Yeah. Okay, we'll talk about that later.
Thank you guys. Thank you for watching.
We'll see you next time on Bye Taiwan. Bye.
Woo! Thank you guys. Come on, go.
Dancing?
Dancing. Do your boogies.
No shimmy. Come on, you know what's up. You know what's up. Check it out. Look at it. Oh, go, Lucas. Go, Lucas. Go, Lucas. Go, Lucas. Go, Lucas. Whoa. Check that booty.
Lucas, you come here.
Go, Daddy, go.